Hello, everybody. So today, this video is going to be about Damar Hamlin and him collapsing on the football field yesterday. There's a lot of debate as to what the cause of it is. Right now, we really don't know. I can say that on Twitter, minutes after it happening, you had a group of people blaming it on that, and then other people saying that they know it had nothing to do with that. Well, we don't know. I will say this. There have been a lot of professional athletes in their 20s and 30s, mainly in soccer, but in other professional sports as well, that have collapsed on the field for absolutely no reason with no known pre-existing conditions for the last 2 years or more. Now, we don't know exactly what's causing it. What I can say is it's not normal for 20 and 30-year-old professional athletes to have heart attacks. Now, are there some other type of drugs involved? We don't know. Did he take that? I don't know. I know the NFL, for the most part, was mandating it for a long time. I mean, he's 24, so he's a rookie, I would imagine. Probably wasn't around. But if you think about it, if you've trained for a professional sport your entire life and make it into the college that you want, make it onto the football team, perform well, get scouted by an NFL team, drafted, and then are asked to take, are you going to say no? Probably not. So chances are Damar Hamlin did take. It's amazing to me how many people don't really want to know the truth. The bottom line is, if it's pretty pathetic we got to do this, but see how to say this without getting thrown off of YouTube. If is causing all these problems that we're seeing, it's something that is going to harm you regardless of what your political ideology is. You can be pro and still have issues with this particular one because of the lack of studies, and we really just don't know anything about it. I can tell you, based on what we're seeing right now, it's not a good sign. Before we get too into this, though, I do need to pitch my sponsor. Today's sponsor for this video is Keto BHB. Discover the newest weight loss breakthrough. 100% BHB supports ketosis, burn fat, and increase your energy. You're going to lose weight, increase metabolism, boost energy, and cut fat. If you're like I am, you come from an Italian family, you did nothing but eat for the last couple of weeks, thanks to the holidays. And more than likely, your New Year's resolution was to drop a couple pounds. That was mine. Keto BHB is a great way to do that. It will jumpstart the process of ketosis. With that said, back to. Anyway, we need to get to the bottom of whatever it is that's going on. We're not getting the truth from anybody in the healthcare field. Doctors, the good ones anyway, are being prevented by threatening their license to practice medicine, are being silenced. Some are just going along because they like the paycheck. Some are getting kickbacks from big pharma. And because of it, people have lost faith in the healthcare professionals, and that's not a good place. So we have a media that nobody trusts. We have a healthcare system that nobody trusts. We have a Department of Justice that nobody trusts. We have an FBI that nobody trusts. We got to get past that. What happens if there's a real pandemic? You know, not the scamdemic like we've seen, but what if there's a real one? People aren't going to listen to anybody, and that's not good. I think it's time we start fighting back. And the social media censorship is a whole nother. I really got to do this, and because I can't say a particular word, we can't have a grown-up adult conversation on social media anymore because they don't like the content of the message. My advice would be to use discernment. When you see healthy 20 and 30-year-olds, and it's not just that. There was an 11-year-old hockey player just a week or so ago. Same thing, dead. Heart attacks, stroke, or some other. Is that normal? Myocarditis suddenly? I mean, have any of you ever even heard of myocarditis until wasn't all that common? Now you're hearing a lot about it. Clots. If I'm not mistaken, Pfizer actually came out and admitted to the clots. Well, isn't that a sign we should maybe take a look at these things and possibly reformulate them if something's not right? I mean, this is why they do long-term studies on these types of things before giving them to mass groups of people, and that's kind of a huge problem too. Why did we mandate something under emergency use authorization only? The only way to have an emergency use authorization would be if there were no available therapeutics, which there are, and they refuse to use. Refusal to use something that works doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, right? So this emergency use is a big fraud of its own. Now, personally, I do think that people should have the ability to try experimental medications if they so choose. If they choose, not if the government decides for you or your employer forces you to, or your school, or to go to a concert or a baseball game or whatever, to play a sport. We need answers. That's pretty much all I have to say here. This is a brand new channel. If you guys could do me a favor, hit the subscribe button on the top, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to check out our great sponsor, Keto BHB. We're only 3 days into the new year. It's not too late to make good of your New Year's resolution. I know I am. Mine are already on the way. I've used this product before. It works. Give it a try. Thank you.